What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode here on NRV Outdoors. Today we're here at the Old Trophy Trout Stream to do a little bit of a study that you guys have been asking for. A comparison, if you will. A comparison with the POWERBAIT versus the FIREBAIT. Here we've got the Berkley POWERBAIT and the Pautzke FIREBAIT in a pretty similar color. We're going to be fishing these around today and comparing the two head to head. So go ahead and stick around and let's see what happens. Alrighty, guys, we're going to start off our experiment by molding up a little ball of the Pautzke FIREBAIT here. This stuff is a little bit more soft, but it's also more buoyant and stands up better in faster current. So we'll go ahead and hop down here, guys. We'll see if we can get in front of one. We'll see what happens. We got him on that fast on the old FIREBAIT, guys. Super fast. Oh, he's a fighter too. Yes, he is. Angry fish. We'll go on ahead and slide around this old tree so we can net him. Ooh, fight her. He's heading on upstream with some vengeance. Yes, he is. Gorgeous fish though. Absolutely gorgeous. Fighting super hard. Looks like he's got it swallowed, and that does happen while fishing these dough baits. And if that's the case, we'll just simply take this little guy home for dinner. He will make an excellent meal. Let's have a look. Yep, he's got it down there pretty deep. So we'll just simply snip our line here, guys. And we'll be taking this little beauty right here home for dinner. Heck yeah, gorgeous fish to start off our experiment. Alrighty, guys, we got ourselves another hook tied up, and we've got our beautiful little rainbow hanging out on the stringer over there. So we're just going to reach into our POWERBAIT container, guys. We're going to grab out the exact same amount. We're trying to be very specific. Of course, we're not weighing it or anything, but we will be trying our best to eyeball it to a really close and identical size. And the same thing, guys, we're just going to pop it onto our hook in a teardrop shape. And this stuff is a little bit tougher. It's not going to fall off the hook as easy, but at the same time, it isn't quite as buoyant. But this is the old tried and true, guys. This is what most of you guys use. And we're just going to drop it in here and do the exact same thing. Alrighty, guys, so that's pretty much one fish on the FIREBAIT, but I feel like that fish could have also bit the POWERBAIT. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to reach into our little POWERBAIT jar here. We're going to get us out another little ball, and we're going to head upstream here. We're going to give the POWERBAIT the first chance at the next group of fish that we find, and just see that if we get lucky and we get the fish on the first cast again. And if so, well, then we'll just keep on comparing the two back and forth until we can get a conclusive answer. Let's go ahead and cover up our hook here properly with the old Berkley POWERBAIT. There we go. And we'll just head up the stream here, guys, and we'll keep fishing. There we go, guys. Fight her. Come right out from under that tree and just grab that old POWERBAIT. No problem. No problem. She absolutely crushed it, guys. Gorgeous big rainbow. That will tie up our ball game 1-to-1 on the dough baits. This little beauty, however, is hooked right in the roof of the mouth there, just beautifully. So we'll just pop her off and release her right back into the creek. There we go. Heck yeah, guys. Now there's 1-to-1. She went right back underneath that tree. So let's just get us a little ball of FIREBAIT and we'll toss back in here and we'll see what happens. Alrighty, guys, just mold us up a little ball of the FIREBAIT and we will just hop right back up here where we were a moment ago. And we'll just drop our FIREBAIT right out in front of this bush. And if there's another one in there, maybe they'll come out to get it. We'll just leave it right there where they can see it. We'll just keep a close eye on it, see if anybody comes rushing out for it. That's what that last one did. Alrighty, guys, nothing on the FIREBAIT. So let's just grab us another little pinch of the Berkley POWERBAIT here in that old bright orange color. And we're going to toss it over here next to this little down tree. And if anybody comes running out, well, then that is definitely going to give the leg up to the old Berkley power bait. But I'm going to go out on a limb and go on ahead and say that there was one fish in there, and we caught him immediately, and there's probably not going to be any friends, but we will see here momentarily. We'll just drop our dough bait right on in there. And let it get as close to this bush as we can, and then we're just going to leave it. That's about where we had our last fish come out to get it at. There we go, guys. That little beauty came out and just crushed that power bait. So that's 2 in a row after introducing the fire bait to this little hole. And that's, oh, popped off right there. That's just perfect, guys. Didn't break her off or nothing. We've still got our hook right here. Whenever you're fishing these dough baits, guys, it's really important that you put one of your fingers over your string and kind of keep your slack, I would say, semi-taut. That way, anything that happens, any bumps or bites, you'll feel radiate up through that string right onto your finger. Now, if you're one of those types that likes to use a rod holder, that's completely okay too. Just be sure to set your drag accordingly, so if you get a big one, they can pull around a little bit and not snap you off. But I do like to just kind of pitch it out there, just like so. I'll let it hit the bottom, and I'll just put my pointer finger just over the string, just like that there, and just kind of stay in contact with that stuff. Alrighty, guys, so in little runs like this one in front of us, this is where that fire bait really does shine, guys. Even though it is a softer material, it is way more buoyant, and that's due to it being a softer material. So whenever you're in this current like this, guys, that power bait will tend to want to just kind of lay over into the stream and just rest against the bottom. The pressure of the creek simply won't allow it to stand up. But where this stuff is more buoyant, it'll still maintain a really decent angle off the bottom, allowing the fish to come up and get this stuff without having to pick it up off the bottom. So let's just make us a drop in here. We'll let it drift around and we'll see what happens. There he is. Heck yeah, guys. Once again on the orange power bait. In this particular area, we don't have a ton of current. Oh, kick the hook right there. That's okay. Another easy catch and release. But another fish on that power bait, guys. Now, I typically really do like the fire bait, but in most streams, I'm fishing extremely fast current where I need that extra buoyancy. But in today's case, guys, they're just coming over and popping the Berkley power bait, no problem. So let's go ahead and grab us out a ball of fire bait. Let's introduce it to a fish and see what happens. That particular fish there hadn't seen either bait. It was just the first thing that he seen, and he absolutely smashed it. But there's a fish just to our right over here who had seen both and refused both. So we'll try this again with the old fire bait, and we'll see what happens. Alrighty, guys, found a little fish in here, and he reacted immediately to the fire bait and wouldn't hit it again. Then I tried the power bait, and he wanted nothing to do with that either. So I'm thinking I'm just going to pop on another ball of fire bait. My last ball is actually rolling around down there where he struck at it. Now I'm just going to drop another ball of fire bait in here. He's got it. Oh no. Well, missed him again, and he actually came by and ate our fire bait afterwards. That little stinker. We'll reach us in here, grab another little ball here. Alright, let's try this little stinker again. That's twice now he's got our fire bait without any hesitation whatsoever. See what he does right here. Here he comes. Hope he thought about it. He's thinking about it. He's definitely more interested in the fire bait for some reason. It could be because of the current right here. We'll see if he'll go on ahead and come over and commit again. I feel like he might. He's given us 2 chances so far. We've got a very... Oh, there we go. We got him that time. Third time was the charm, boys and girls, on the old fire bait. This fish right here wanted nothing to do with the Berkley power bait. We presented it to him several times with no luck at all. And as luck would have it, guys, he wanted the old fire bait, and he's hooked right on the roof of the mouth there. My small little hooks are working out great today. Let's just Let's get him in the net. There we go. Another big one. Heck yeah. And it looks like this will be another CNR fish, guys. Heck yeah, guys. Just a gorgeous little fish there. Some of the camera may have been covered up by my old trout vest there, and I do apologize if that was the case during the unhooking, but gorgeous fish there, guys. Let's let her slide out of the net right here. Oh, angry, angry, angry. That fish was ready to go. She's actually right here at our feet. Don't know if you can see her here at the tip of the rod, just hanging out. Right here in her shadow. Gorgeous fish. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't see any buddies in here, but we did get that one on the old FIREBAIT. And it didn't want the POWERBAIT, which is pretty interesting. Pretty interesting for sure, but we'll keep fishing up the creek, guys. We'll keep introducing our baits to as many fish as possible, and we'll see what happens. So go ahead and stick around. All right, guys, we just got this one here on the old FIREBAIT right out of this bush. She got us all tangled up. We was able to do some surgery and get her unhooked, so we'll just go ahead and let her go right here. Take off, little girl. Hope she's leaned right up against us. Another fish there on the FIREBAIT. She got us all up in this stuff here, guys. The camera wasn't rolling. Had to come over here, grab the line, hand line her in. Pretty interesting to say the least. Sorry you missed it, but another fish for the old FIREBAIT there. Heck yeah. Alrighty, guys, that's pretty much going to do it for our little 1 versus 1 dough bait challenge. Now, in my opinion, guys, I really think that you need both, because in soft current like we're in here today, the POWERBAIT's a really good choice. And whenever you're fishing really heavy current, that FIREBAIT is a really good choice. Now, I often use both, but I am kind of impartial to Pautzke. I just like the Pautzke brand. But in today's video, guys, I would have to give the win to the POWERBAIT. Although they both got bites pretty much equally and they both slayed the fish, that POWERBAIT just seemed to do something a little bit special in the slow moving water today and draw fish out of places that they simply shouldn't be drawn out of. But I would recommend you go out and get both, give them a try, and see what you think for yourself. But if you enjoyed this video, guys, make sure you smash that like button and leave me a comment down below and let me know what your favorite color pattern and scent is for dough baits. But guys, get out if you can and do some fishing and have some fun. But most importantly, be safe and tight lines.